asking themselves, should I take online belly dance classes? My answer is absolutely yes, yes, yes. You definitely should. Here's why. There's a couple reasons actually. So one of the main reasons is that you get to take from multiple teachers. You know, it's really hard for us to get to every single in-person class all the time. And what if two of your favorite teachers offer the same class on the same night, but then they also offer online classes? You can't obviously be in two places at one time. However, you can support that teacher as well as supplement your training by taking their online classes, which is super duper important. Especially in a time where we can't necessarily get to those in-person classes, belly dance classes that are online are so helpful. There's a lot of people who are teaching really, really fantastic information that you wouldn't even be able to get otherwise, especially with teachers who are halfway across the world. It's amazing what we can do today with technology. If you live in an area that doesn't actually have an instructor that you would like to study with, or the style in which you want to study, you can take from someone else online. Not every one of us has the luxury of traveling afar and taking these workshops at all the wonderful festivals there are. And so we have to be able to supplement our training somehow instead of traveling everywhere we go. Another great reason for taking online belly dance classes is if you don't have an instructor in your town because your town is really small, or you're in a town but it's too far away or whatnot. There's a ton of reasons why it's really hard to get to an in-person class. You will be able to study with someone. We don't want to feel alone, first of all, and all of us need a coach. Even the master instructors, they have a coach too. And so it's important that we continue to have someone to push us, hold us accountable, help us train, and really be there to support us in our journey of growing. I know for me, one of the reasons I study with different instructors is because those instructors teach in different ways. So if one instructor tells me how to do an undulation one way and another instructor tells me how to do it another way, it's really great for my brain and my body to hear those two instructors tell me two different ways of executing one movement. And with online classes, you're able to do that because you can take from multiple people who teach differently. And with that, you'll be able to have a more well-rounded education because you know how to execute the movement in multiple ways. And if you're an instructor, you'll be able to instruct your students on how to do it in multiple ways, which is really important because do we all learn the same way? Absolutely not. And so we need as much information as possible to help us grow and hold us accountable into that movement and really teach us how to have the most body awareness possible. So if one teacher explains it this way, awesome. And another teacher explains it this way, also awesome. But when I combine the two, I have the most complete information possible, which is what you really, really want. Another great reason for doing online classes is you get to stay at home, and sometimes it's cheaper that way because sometimes we just don't have the financial resources to drive across town, spend the gas money, spend the travel time getting to class, taking the class, then all the gas money coming back and all that. So really, it's a really financially frugal way to take classes as well as get the feedback that you want, especially with live online classes, because then you can get the feedback from the instructor immediately in the class. With recorded classes, there's a huge difference in benefit, but it's great because then you have all this material that you can study on your own time and you don't have to be tied down to a time and a date, which is super important for a lot of our busy schedules. I'm sure there are many other benefits to taking online belly dance classes, and I haven't listed them all. So if you know of more and you want to share your experience and why it's been so fantastic for you, please comment below so that way other people can see why they should be taking online classes. It's a super fantastic way to stay connected to each other by offering that community feedback. So I look forward to hearing from you. Make sure you subscribe to my channel today because there's going to be lots of information coming out and I don't want you to miss out.